Hello folks, welcome to Minecraft Portal Dash. So today I have to get through the map, defeat the boss, that's all this does, and then I win. So in order to do that, I have to take blocks, use them either for their powers or use them for these piglin tasks so that I can unlock the final um, board piece, the portal piece. Once that's unlocked, the boss then is able to come onto the board and I'm able to fight him. Until then, I'm fighting through mobs, getting items, getting chests, which is more item stuff, and that's the gist of it. So up here, we have our netherite items. What that is you can see that they're the super powerful stuff. And in order to get those, we have to mine a black block. And instead of doing a piglin task, we use it for its power to then shuffle it in the top 5 of the items stack, and so that we can eventually get the netherite item. So that's our netherite. This is our board. I am the green player. Of course, I'm doing a solo playthrough. Being a video game based IP, I like to do that solo. So we have 6 health. We have currently an extra hit point on our leather armor. And then, of course, we can dig, we can move, and we can fight. And so when we use these, we get to use them once, and once they're repaired, we can then use them again. These here, we can mine once, move once, or repair one item. These we can do as many times as we're able to. We don't have to worry about refreshing. We can just go ahead and do that as one of our actions. We have our list of powers here for easy reference, what the items are, what they do, and a very simple turn order. So it is indeed simple turn order. So I have this set up per the initial setup. If this is your first time playing setup kind of thing. So this is how I have it set up. This is the board they recommend. This is lava. You cannot step on lava. That's what the X is there to remind you of. As for an actual start, we start the game by rolling the dice. We first must mine a block, and in this case, you can see it's a question mark. So that means, I'm going to put that there, that means we must mine one block. And in this case, because it's a question mark, we must mine from the top. Without question, without anything. What would I like to do? In this case, I don't have to repair any items. So I can have all the items of one player repaired if I were to do a black block, if I choose to not do the piglin task, which I do need to remember to stay on task for that. I don't need to heal anything. I don't need I could actually get new items for that. That I might actually end up doing. And like I said, I explained the blacks already. The brown ones are the ones that you can either do a piglin task, or its power is not do something and then it goes into discard. That's what this is here. Instead, it allows you to avoid perils that are on the board. So there's the sand, which you need 2 movement to get through. There's magma, which when you step onto it, you automatically lose a health, which if you have armor, you lose health on the armor first. With these ones, and the lava, you can't step through at all. And all the land walking enemies can't either. This one being one that can actually fly. That's a yellow, and that's a regular gray arrow. This, I'm actually okay right now just fighting through them. And I know there's a lot of gray blocks. So I could actually take this. Yeah, but they're good for refresh. I have a lot of brown. You know what? I do have a lot of brown. I just grabbed them and just made sure they weren't all one color, and then just kind of threw it in there. That's how it's so straight. Threw it in there, and then so this is just how it happened to end up. I happened to get a lot of browns. As long as it wasn't all one color, I was satisfied enough. And then the four corners, and make sure the fifth one is also easily accessible. And that's the only pre-set up stuff I did in terms of making sure that, you know, it's available to teach immediately. So this, you know what, I'm going to go ahead. I am going to start with the piglin task. So this is now going to be brown. This column, these three must all be brown. This, and this can still be anything, but once a color is there, that color must continue to fill up that space. That is the first task, the mining die. Next is the activate mobs die, and we can see one. One what? What does that mean? So I will take the one that actually is a 1. So we have a 1, 2, 3, and a 2 there. So this is a 1. So that means this will get activated. So what it's going to do is it's going to move up to 2 spaces to me. It's, of course, right beside me, so it's not going to move at all. When it's right beside, that's where it can attack you. And then it just takes off 2 health. So when I attack it, I need to have at least 2 hit points to get it. Otherwise, absolutely nothing happens. Anyways, but in terms of him attacking me, he just does. I don't have armor. Instead, I just take health off of this first for 1, and he hits me for 2, so I take this for a second one. I'm just going to put that there, and that's the dice. Now it's my turn. So you roll the dice, do what the dice say, then you take your turn. And you get 2 actions. 1, 2. And like I said, you can do any of these. You can mine 2 blocks. If this were dead, you would mine a block. That's 1 action, minus block again. So it doesn't matter. Anyways, that didn't actually happen. I would like to be able to move forward a little bit. And I think, since I'm already adjacent and 3 hit points, 3 dice is what I get to roll here. So I take 3 dice. I am now going to use it. It is now damaged. So that's damaged. This is damaged. And you roll. And oh, seriously? And I showed you. It requires 2 hit points, and I only rolled 1 hit point. So nothing happened. 1 hit point does not get taken off it. It's a do or don't situation. So that's too bad. So I moved that because that is one thing I did. Do I bother attempting again? I'm asking sincerely, do I want to do that? Because what I could do is instead, I could mine something and, you know, attempt to get a new item, because I have one on the top that I'm able to get to. Actually, you know what? You can kind of see in this corner that there is one there. If this was not there, this is the only one with 2 sides exposed and the top exposed. I'm able to get that one. But because this is there with at least 2 sides exposed and the top exposed, I must take the uppermost layer one. And this only has 1 side exposed and the top, and that's it. So it's not even an option. So right now I have to take that one if that is what I wanted to do. You know what? At this point, I think that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, if I did 2 blocks, what would I do? Because I could do that for 1 block and then do a gray one to reset them all. That seems okay. I'll do that. So I will demonstrate that then. So I'll take this and receive a new item. When you receive a new item, no matter what, when you receive a new item, you take the top 2 items, choose 1. And you don't have to keep one of these ones. If you would rather keep what you already have, then you would just discard these ones. But in this case, you can see we start with 5, but there's a 6th slot, so you might as well go ahead and take a 6th item. A sword with 4. You know, I'm having not the best luck right now, so I'll allow myself another, sword. So I'm in the midst of my second movement. I should have moved that over. Let's continue on. And then I said I was going to take the gray. I have 2 gray options. I'm not concerned which one, so I'll just do that one then. And that just goes. I don't have to do that. I'm not obligated to do that. I'm just thinking because I can do a piglin. I could put this in the piglin and just not do the power instead. Because what happens is once this top layer is done, you had better be done this A section. If this A section is not done by the time the final top block is taken off, you lose the game. So I need to keep my eye on making sure that's done. So the same thing with B. If the second row, the final block from the second row gets taken off and B is not done, you lose the game. Same with C in the third row. So I do have a second gray. It might. Oh, that's rough. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay. So that's it. That's one complete turn. So I'll just set those aside. And the next turn starts with rolling dice. And we must mine a yellow block. If there was no yellow block that I could actually mine legally, the 2 sides and the top, I just wouldn't mine anything. But I can actually get this one. Reminder that this one only has 1 side in the top, so it's not available. Now, what do I want to do with this? I like more items right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just level up. I was going to say quick. Ooh, this is an enchanted item. The symbol, it's purple. This adds 1 die roll to your bow, and you can do it from, you can attack from 1 more space away. If I put this on the bow, that's 3 dice. So that's okay. And my 3s activate. So right now I only have 1 3. He can move 5, and reminder to myself, he cannot be hit by a bow. So he's there. These are the spawn spots. So he's going to go 1, 2, and cannot move anymore. Only if there was more than 1 player, they could share a space, but that's it. You cannot share space with enemies. Enemies cannot share space with each other. Only you, the players, can share a space. So he must stop there. Oh man, everything's coming for me. He cannot be hit by a sword. So I'm going to use a sword on you. And he needs 2. Okay, we actually get 2 this time. So he is simply taken out. And now he goes back to the lineup waiting to be spawned into the board. So that's where he is. I defeated an enemy. I get to go ahead and see if I would like another item. Oh, that's fallen. Ooh. Oh, movement of 4 or more dice. Not everything can be hit by a bow. 3, 3. So this enchanted item is going to stay with this no matter what. So this is at 3 right now. So I couldn't put it onto this bow ever during this game. Maybe, yeah, but from 4 spots away. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. So even though this was broken, in disrepair, and this is going to replace it, this is new, the new goes there. So if you had something enchanted and did that, it would fix it as well. So yeah, this is all fine. And this goes into discard. And that was my first move. And I'm going to attempt to hit this guest. He cannot be hit with a sword. So I have to use a bow anyways. Do I risk? Oh dear, oh dear. Everything has... No. Endermans have 3 HP. Okay, but he can't be hit by a bow in the first place. Well, let's see what happens. So 3 dice. I'm hitting for the guest. Absolutely nothing. So that was fun. Okay, and that's that round. Let's see what happens. Mine anything. Ooh, do I do gray now? Ooh, do I do gray now? Or maybe I can hit and then move next turn? Because, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a netherite item, and I'm going to use it for its power. So I am going to take one of the items on the top. But what? You know what? I like stronger attacks. Okay, so I'm going to put this. You get to roll 6 dice, and you get to re-roll however many dice you want once. So, top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go ahead and shuffle. Okay. Oh. And my ones activate. Here we go. Okay, so I don't have a 1. I have a 2, a 3, and a 2. So I can't activate ones. So instead, I have to spawn if there's a spawn spot, and indeed there are 2. Which you just take the one at the front. It doesn't have to be a 1. Just take the one at the front. And the spawn spot closest to you, the current active player. If I wasn't playing solo, it would go to me because I'm the one playing right now. So if you were the one playing right now, it must go to the spawn spot closest to you. And that's it. Okay, that's it. I'm not moving. Can't be hit by a bow. I can move 1 space. So if I do this, roll 4 dice to go for this ghast, I'm hoping it works and I actually get 2, and then I can move for 1. And haha, 2. So it worked, despite its best efforts. So this can fly over lava 1 space just to get to you, and he can hit you from 2 spaces away. But that's not happening now. And I will just do this 1 movement. Ooh, do I want... Oh, so it can't spawn right next to me. Yes, I'm going to do it. So that's my second move. So anyways, so I'm going to roll again. Mine anything. I'm starting to come close to regretting putting a gray up there. Should have put a red, you know. I'm going to use this for the power to reset everything, including this. When you reset this, you put the amount of hearts that it has onto it. The red ones only fill this. Gray ones repair your items, so that's when your hearts get put on that. And activate ones, there are no ones. I'm glad I moved. So this is at the front. You spawn, and that's it. And my turn. Ghast must be hit by a bow, and Enderman cannot be hit by a bow. Okay, I'm sick of the ghast, so I'm going to hope that 4 dice is going to work. And I get more than 2, so that indeed deals with it. And it just goes to the back, and I get an item. Which one should I choose? At this point, do I go ahead and swap the bow? Because I can change for anything, But I do like having a bit more life. I do like having a bit more movement and a bit more mining. So I'm going to say sure. I like more dice. So this is just done with, and we're done with this. This is my starting item. I'm throwing it away. That being my first move. My second move, I think I'll continue moving over slightly. How thrilling. You're welcome. Anyways, and boom, red. I must mine red. I can get a gray there, and I like having the reset. So I am, and I don't really need it for this. So I'm not going to focus on C. I can put this on C if I wanted to. So focus on B. I can do that. Am I okay with obligating myself to 4? Because it's got to be something. In the name of it's got to be something, I will do that. So all my 2s activate. This is my 2, and to get closer to me, he would have to go through, and he's just blocked, so that's his movement. So he's activated but can't actually do anything. Nothing spawns. I have a 1, 2, and a 3. Haha. What do I do? Cannot be attacked by a bow. So I use my sword of 4 dice. That sounds like some kind of real life thing, eh? Ooh, and I definitely get at least 3. So he's our movement expert, and 3 health. So excellent. So I get to do this. And that was 1 movement, 1 action. Ooh, and I get it right away. Yeah, for these, I'm going to replace when I get them. I'm going to keep myself at 3 weapons. So I'm going to replace this one because tactically that means it's new, so I get to do that. This we're done with, and I can move 2. If I do that, that means I move to the chest. The chest means I get an item. And yes, that does indeed mean you go ahead, take 2, and choose 1. Take 2, not 3, and choose 1. This I can mine 2 blocks as like regular, and take 1 out of the garbage. Okay, maybe it's not garbage, but the discarded ones. And that's great if you've only done 1 or 2, and well, that's all your options are. But you do have to do it randomly. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to take. I can see that that's a yellow in the corner there, so you have to look away and be legit about it. Yeah, I will. Because 3 blocks, even if I don't 100% know what that third one is. So that's just going to go aside. That was my second move. And I'll just set those aside. And mine anything. Brown and gray would be good. Ooh, gray. Is there? Oh, there's an open gray back there. So that opens up at least a brown. Oh, I can mine a brown there. On the second level. Yeah, but then moving this would open up more browns. There's a gray that if I need it later. Whew. Well, it's got to be something, so let's continue on. And activate my 3s. There are no 3s. There is a spawn point open, and that's the one closest to me. What am I going to do? I am standing beside an Enderman. He can't be attacked by a bow. And he has the highest health at 3, so I will do that. So I can roll 6 dice. And I get at least 3. So that goes there. And I get 2. Ooh. So an extra 2 health, or the ability to move through the sand and magma without it impeding me. The sand, you need 2 movements to move 1 space, and the magma, you lose 1 health when you enter it. And only when you enter it. It doesn't continually add up while you're standing there turn after turn. Or a little bit more health. I know what this tile is. Oh, I guess I forgot. I did pre-choose this one, and I would like to demonstrate it. So for that sake, I'm going to do this. That, and that. And there we go. That was my first move. And of course, now would be a good time to have a bow, and then I could just stand there and shoot. But instead, I'm going to block this space. I guess I'm okay with that. So that's my 1 movement there. And that can just go aside. Let's move on to the next turn. Mine anything. I'm thinking yellows will probably go in that other 3 column. But for now, I want to make sure that my A's are done before we get to having to do B. So let's do that. And my 1s activate. There are no 1s. So good thing I landed on that spawner, because I'd have to deal with this there if I didn't move. So instead, he goes there. Boom. Now I can attack you. Yes, yes, I can. So I will, yes, yes, I can for my first action. And 1-2. 1-2 is its health. Get an item. As I was saying, get an item. Ooh, mine more, and 3 movement. Ooh, I can increase my movement. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to increase my movement. So that at least resets that. And it's silly that I, whoops, sorry, this does not go there. This goes away. It's silly that I just got rid of 2, and all I'm going to be doing is moving 2, but c'est la vie. Now that it's the end of my turn and I am against an unrevealed space board, I can now choose to reveal it. And I choose to reveal it. So here is what we are dealing with right now. So we have a couple more lava spaces and a lot of this soul sand, a lot of it, and 1 magma space. Like I said, when I move on to that, I'm going to lose 1 health. But I can stay there and stay there and stay there, and I won't continually lose health. It's just the 1 time. So now that's revealed. The next thing you have to do is spawn on all the spawn spaces in numerical order. Yeah. 1, the first one. 2, the second one. 3, the third one. So as you've been setting them there, that's the order that they spawn. And we have a chest. All of these boards have a chest spot on them, so don't forget to put a chest there. I've done it sometimes. Not a big deal, because once I got there, like, oh yeah. Anyways, now let's move on to the next turn. Yellow. And what did I say about yellows? I might as well. You can do repeat colors on the piglin board. I just like doing what I'm doing, because I might end up putting brown there. We'll see. We'll see. I'll focus on these. Yellow and 2s activate. And okay, so enemies can move through obstacles like the soul sand, like the magma, without issue. Only the lava, nothing can go through except for the flyers. They can fly through it. So he is going to go there, not worry about the losing health or anything, and then attack me. So he attacks for 2. That comes off the armor first, and the armor was 2, so that's the attack. And that's it. 3s and 1s. Okay. What am I going to do? I kind of think I should be mining. I can do a gray. Because you can repair 1 item and then use it, but if there's a gray available, oh shoot. Oh, I'm going to have to do a red eventually and the gray. I think I'll take that gray last. I think I'll do this. Take off this red. Oh, yeah, because I want the other gray. If I took off this red, oh, no, the browns are available anyways. Okay. Take off the red. Mining. Take off the red. I'm not too worried about my health. For 1. Oh, I forgot to take, okay, my head is kind of down to the side. Oh, and of course I'm not the best at rememberizing what's what, so whatever. Yellow. Oh, that's my second. That's the discarded one, and I already did one regular one. So now I want these reset. So I'm going to take a gray and use its power. So that's my mining for my first action. At least I hope it's correct that you move it down and then can get gray and then it's repaired. I hope that that's correct. And this, of course, gets a couple hearts. Don't forget that. Now, that was my first action. I want to deal with you. You are the one with the highest life points. I want to say HP. HP, yeah. So I will use the nether sword, and at least 3. Yes. Wow, 8, I think. So you are definitely dealt with, and I can get a new item. And that was my second move. Ooh, do I want to? Ooh, this is a better sword. Yes. So I will change the sword then for a diamond sword. That's my 2. What happens next? Gray. And I can mine a gray. Oh, I can mine. Okay. So I was going to say, I can mine this one. That is incorrect. So this is on the 2nd level. This right here, over here, is on the 3rd level. So I have to mine the 2nd level one before I can mine the 3rd level one. So I'm okay. So I'm going to do that instead. And activate my 1s. And I choose the order, but this one's stuck, so it activates. Oh, I am incorrect because it can fly into the magma. So to get closer to me. Oh, I think that I messed that up earlier. So yes, he can do that. And there he is. And move 2 spaces, 1, 2, 1, 2, either way. As for me, I'm going to I can go for him right now because you can do this from 3 spaces away. And if you look here, you go, you count spaces like you would movement. So he's 1, 2, 3 spaces away. So I can indeed use this bow. So I just need to get 2 on these dice. Yeah. All right. And get an item because I defeated an enemy. Ooh, leggings. You can see, you can choose, do you want to use leggings for movement? Or do you want to use them for health? In this case, I already have 3 movement, I already have 2 health. These let you, okay, so if you chose this and you put it there, for example, to replace that one, and you use it, once it gets repaired, you can once again choose. Would you like to use it for movement again, or now would you like to use it for more health? You know what? I know what's going to happen. I'm going to go for the more options, but then I'm going to get something that'll let me move a little bit more, and I'm going to replace this. And watch, it's the next thing as well. I didn't set that up that way. That's just one of those, that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to use it for movement. And I think that's literally what's going to happen. Do I care to get that chest? Because I'm not obligated to get that chest. Because I'm doing fine with going after the enemies and getting items that way. I could completionist it. And I'm not against that. Oh shoot. because I would need more than 3 movement, because we're at 2, 2, 2 here. So I can move 1, 2, but then I would need 3, 4 to move onto this one, or this one, or this one. And of course, if I put a brown block on here, I could just... Oh, it wouldn't matter anyways. It wouldn't matter anyways, putting a brown block. 1, 2, 3. Okay, anyways. Just do it anyways. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go for... Ow! 2, but I cannot move because I would need 2 more movement points and I only have 3. And just used 2 of them. So there we go. Oh, and there we go. 6 and that. Okay, next. Must mine anything, and it has to be from the topmost. And let's finish our A's. Okay, so we are now relaxed. Okay, this top row can completely run out, and we don't have to worry about what that means. 2s activate. There are no 2s, so I must place the frontmost on the one closest to me, and 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. I'm going to choose the one that's behind me. Believe it or not. I could put it in front of me, attack it, gain more items, or potential for more items anyways, because you don't have to keep them. I'm going to say I will accept that. First order of business. Oh, I need more movement. Oh, wow, do I need more movement? Shoot. Wow, okay. Because I can repair and move. You know what? Let's do repair. First order of business, I'm going to repair. Second order of business, I'm going to move. But I can only move into 1 square. That uses up 2, and now I'm stuck. That really is my turn. Brown. Do I want to use brown there? Do I want to use red there? I think I want to use red for C. So what am I going to do with this brown? Oh, silly Richard. You do this. So now it's only going to use up 1 movement, and then I can do 3 movements and get there. Just like that. Because something's definitely... Yeah, not going to spawn while I'm still playing this turn. Okay, so 2. Let's closer. They only move 1 space. And that's it for 2s. Yes. My turn. I'm going to, again, repair this item and use this item. So 1, 2, 3. Hey, look at that. And go ahead and get. Boom. And there it is. Except I didn't expect it to be leggings to be the upgrade. Oops. So 4, that's nice. So I can actually move 2 spaces. And that just goes back there. Yeah, I'm using that for movement right now. And that's my 1, 2. Red. Let's finish this before we commit to what we're doing for C. And 1s activate, and 1, we'll just go there, single space. As for me, my first, of course, cannot use a sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, but cannot use a sword. Maybe I repair this bow. 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. 3 spaces. I repair the bow and shoot it. And hopefully it works. Okay, so 1 will be the repair, and 2 will be the shoot it, and then I can move over, and I won't be able to unlock it because I need to finish the piglin board to be... I said unlock. You flip this over. I guess it's on an unlock. And shoot. So I need 2. I get 3. Very nice. So I get an item. Hmm. Well, the boots, absolutely not. The bow, no. Okay, I'll just keep. Oh, yes. Again, silly Richard. Of course, I'm going to take the new bow because that does that. Now let's roll. Yellow. Yellow. Okay, finishes this. And then I need to decide what to do with C. And twos activate. Yep. And that's it. I have a 1, 2, and a 3. Very nice. What do I do? Do I care to move? Sure. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And oh, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. A bow. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm not gonna shoot that ghast. Because if I shoot it but don't move and I 2, that's my closest spawn. So I'm going to do my second movement as just do that. And 1. Mine anything. Now I want to do C. What am I doing? Maybe I can commit to red. Because there's a lot of reds exposed already. Or will be exposed. No. I can finish it. There's the rest of the reds that I need for C are already exposed. So I'm gonna mine then. So 3. Oh, you're stuck. He's actually stuck because he can't fly. So I mine. I mine. Just pick something gray. I'm going to take the blocks first and then use them. And mine a red. And mine a red. And might as well use the gray. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That was my mining. 1, 2, 3. Oh, might as well mine another block. That'll be my second move. So I'll use this mining action to mine this up here. So that's my second action. All right, what are you doing? Red. Ooh. That's the red that's exposed. And boom, at the end of this turn, I can reveal this board. And my 2s activate. Okay, so now you are close enough. Oh, no. Because I'm thinking I could just take him out right now. Yeah, but then I can move. Okay, end of my turn. No, it's not. Ooh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take him out. Or hope to take him out anyway. So 4. Oh, and 4. So he cannot be hit by a sword. So he was hit by a bow. And there we go. Ooh, enchanted. This lets you re-roll as many dice as you want once. Oh, re-roll twice, or no, I'm going to, of course, do that. As for my second move, I'm going to repair this bow. That's my turn. End of turn, I choose to reveal. Now that the piglin tasks are done, so that means the boss comes to the board. The boss's hit points are at 20. And we put a chest here. So now, when I roll, more mobs will not spawn. These guys will still move and try to attack me, but more will not be spawned. Instead, he is the one who's going to do all the attacking, aside from what's already on the board, which I can still take out. Anyways, we can see here, this being the easy side of this board, it only has the one sword and only 20 health instead of the 25 health. So even his attacks are a little bit gentler. So for a 1, he can move 2 spaces, and he's a flyer, so he can fly over the lava if I were across lava and he wanted to hit me. But from 3 spaces away, he would take off 1 health when I roll a 1. When I roll a 2, same thing, moves 2 spaces, and from 3 spaces away, he hits me for 2. And 3, same thing, 2, 3 spaces, 3. So the higher the die, the more life he takes off. I like to have a policy of stand by him and hit him as much as possible. So he's not going to be flying around. Let's roll brown. It doesn't matter, so I'm just going to do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll give him. Yeah, so, okay, so this 1 actually does move. And now 1, you can move 2 spaces. However, I am within 3 spaces away, so I'm already within range, so he's just going to take 1 off. Now, my moves. I am going to do this. I'm going to move first, so I end on the treasure chest. At the end of my turn, I will get an item, but for now, I just moved there. Now, let's hit him as much as possible to start. And I get a reroll. I will keep those. I'm not going to... Oh, insist. Oh, I might get 2s. No, I'm going to keep those. And this is a 1 and a 1. So hits him for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move and hit. And that's it. Oh, sure, brown. Brown. And sure. And 1s. So 1s. And he hits me for 1. Hits me for 1. Okay. I might enjoy having red soon. Oh, and there is 1 exposed, so I'm not completely open. I do get 1 more shot. Okay. So I guess I'll just... because I can mine. I can mine. I can even repair these. No, I get 1 more shot. Okay. I'll do that next time. So I will do this, 5. And I can re-roll. That's 1, 2. Ooh, geez. 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was nice. That was my first move. And stand right by him. I can 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, and it even hits for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was my second move. Roll again. Mine anything. Gray. Yeah, that gray's not open, so yeah, the next level down is fine. And repair all their items. Remember to put hearts. There. Okay, so that's what my life is at now. 1s. Oh. I just realized I'm rolling a lot of 1s. So be it. 1s. He hits me for 1. And, oh, I forgot to take this up. So I was supposed to have already started with, oh, a +1. I'll do that. So it didn't change what well, let's move on. Okay, that was from before. Now we're back into this turn. I guess I just hit him. So I have a 6. These two swords are now basically the same thing. And yes, you can have more than one enchantment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I just won. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. So it's about defeating the boss. Once you defeat the boss, you win. So thank you very much for joining me as I go through Minecraft Portal Dash. Have fun.